Welcome back. I'm Turnbull, your champion of champions. This is Keep It 100, and today you're learning the 6 entities that happen in every conversation between two people. So what are the 6 entities that happen in every conversation between two people? Entities are a mental idea. You know, in Truth and Experience, I talked about identities, what we're making up about ourselves. Well, I first heard the word entities when Eckhart Tolle was talking about things that we think about ourselves. Like when you think about yourself when you were 15, there's a mental entity you have about the person that you were, or an entity that you have in your mind about someone else that you know, what kind of person they are. That's a lazy person, or that's a successful person, or that's a celebrity, or she's mean, or she's nice, or all these things. These are mental entities that we hold about ourselves and other people. So in every conversation between two people, there are 6 entities that are going on. All right? So here's person number 1, and we'll call this first entity I. Okay? So this person has an entity of I. Now, what we learned in, I believe it was in Truth and Experience, was that the I, because everybody is an I unto themselves, the I is that truth of you, that universal awareness that every living being has. It's the awareness that looks out through your eyes and directs your attention at whatever you are looking at in any given moment. Okay, so there's the entity of I. Now, for the other person, there is the entity of, we're going to call this person you. So in any conversation that this person has, there's going to be an I, the own person, and then there's going to be a you, the person they're talking to. Okay? Now, this you in relation to this person is going to be the I here, and this person will be the you in relation to that person, right? You got that? So the truth is, both of these people are an I. There's I and you, there's I and you, okay? But we're going to use this person as the number 1. So we have I and you. All right. So now we have 2 entities happening here. The truth of both these people is the exact same thing. They're both living, valuable beings on this planet right now. So a really nice way to meet somebody is to meet them with the same respect and valuation that you give yourself. I'm an I, you are a you, which is also an I, looking back at me being the you to you. That's the same, okay? It's the same thing. All right, now we have a what I think of me. So these are all the things that person number 1 thinks about himself or herself. Okay? What I think of me. I'm an employee. I'm a friend. I'm a good person. I'm a rich person. I'm a poor person. I'm an uncoordinated person. I'm a beautiful person. I'm whatever. I'm a person who does this. I'm a person who does that. All the things I'm making up about myself. I'm a fearful person. I'm a confident person. You know, in the whipped racks, we talked about confident, capable, safe, and welcome. I'm a confident, capable, safe, and welcome person. I make myself right. I give myself attention. You know what? How do I treat you? That's all made up before I even meet people. Okay, so what I think of me is always an entity that I'm holding in my mind about me. And then, of course, to this person, what I think of me, and then this person has a what I think of me also. So whatever this person is making up about who this person is, right? Maybe this is a man and this is a woman, right? So this person is making up things about themselves, this person is making up things about themselves, right? A little alfalfa hair, right? Or vice versa, or whatever. This person's making up things, and this person's making up things, okay? So these are entities that we hold in our mind about ourselves, okay? Now, what do you think the third entity is going to be? Okay? The third entity is what I think of you. That's also something I'm holding in my mind, all right? And then, of course, let's see you know what? This second one is what you think of you. We're just going to make this person you and this person I. So this is I and you, what I think of me, and what I think of you, and then you are you, and what you think of you, and then what you think of me. What you think of me. Because we're just going to keep this person all you and this person all I. All right. So in every conversation between two people, these 6 entities are bumping into each other and dancing and playing and whatever happens. But this person, there's the truth of both people. Then there's what each person is thinking up about themselves. And then what each person is thinking about the other person. So you can imagine, every time we meet a person, all these ideas are flying around. How I treat you is going to depend on what I think of you. How I treat you is going to depend on what I think of you in relation to what I think of me. How do I think of me? How do I think of you? Okay, so let's say I think I'm dumb and you're a professor at school, so you're smart. In my mind, I'm dumb, you're smart, right? You might be thinking something completely different. Let's say that I'm making up in my mind that I'm smart and you're dumb. I'm a professor, you're a student, I'm smart, you're dumb. Not that professors think their students are dumb. I'm just making up, let's say this person feels like they're strong and they need to prove their strength by bullying people. So I'm a bully. Now this person maybe feels like a victim. So when this bully meets this victim, what do you think is going to happen? Something particular is going to happen based on what this person thinks of themselves in relation to what they think of the other person. And if the other person is projecting victimhood, this person will say, aha, there's a nice little victim that I can victimize because I'm a predator. I look for people like that. And it might not even be happening consciously. Like a lot of these ideas, entities, identities, how we identify ourselves and how we identify others might be flying around completely unconsciously. Things that we picked up as children, things that we picked up in our lives from our culture. Who am I? Who are you in relation to me? These things meet when we communicate with other people and the sparks fly. Ooh, we have chemistry based on what I think of you and what you think of me, or what I'm attracted to, or what I'm repelled by. All these things that we're making up. And if we can meet each other from this space, I must say it's practically impossible because we have so much built up about ourselves and we have so much built up about other people and who other people are and what groups of people and what kinds of people and religions and there's just so much that we already have in our heads. So what this is for is to be aware of it. Be aware that you make up things about yourself. Be aware that you make up things about other people. And then also be aware that the truth of us is the same. What do I think of me? What do I think of you? What do you think of me? What do you think of you? How is this interacting right now? And how can we become more conscious to not get reactively pulled into a situation that we didn't want to get pulled into? We just had these ideas, these entities bumping into each other. So just be aware. Like you could take the next week and just ask yourself, what are the entities at play here? What entities am I noticing that you're projecting onto me? What entities am I noticing that you're projecting onto yourself? You're showing up as, what energy are we in? What energies are we showing up in? We watch how the sparks fly when we get reactive to what we think about ourselves and what we think about others. So this is just a good thing to keep in mind before you go off the rails treating someone in a certain way because you're reacting to what they're making up about you or what you're making up about them. And kind of see if you can hold yourself into the truth of yourself and to the truth of another person, and you can have a much calmer interaction. Okay, I'm Tia, your champion of champions. This is Keep It 100, the 6 entities. Remember to champion yourself to be a champion. And like, subscribe, and tap the bell if you'd like to see more of these videos. Thank you for joining me.